Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a Craftspiration Collaboration day with my crafty bestie, Leslie Pico of Mermaid Cove Studios. I was asked in my comments by a lovely subscriber, Drenda of A DR Great House, that she wanted to know about my acetate loaded pocket tutorial that I recently, loaded pocket that I did, and she wanted a tutorial. So it's not really a tutorial. What I'm going to do is just share one of my favorite tips and tricks for using a die cut and cutting acetate. I have a roll of my acetate that I have purchased from Amazon. This is acetate that a baker would use, so it's a little sturdier. The only issue is that it is on a roll, and so it wants to stay rolled, but I'm going to show you that when you use a die and paper, that you can cut a really nice acetate piece. Thank you again for tuning into my channel. This is Treasures of a Crafty Mind YouTube channel, and I would really love it if you would tap that bell for future notifications and subscribe if you're not subscribed. We're going to be doing some crafting today. Let's get into it. Okay, I have this. This is one of the first KF's Crafts tag loaded pockets that came out, so it might still be available. I'm not sure. I did get mine from Amazon, and so I'm going to be using the smaller one today, and we're going to need a piece of cardstock besides the acetate. I cannot remember. I want to say it was Posh Paper Lady, but whenever I have in the past tried to cut out acetate with a die, it never cuts all the way through, right? So I don't know if you've had that issue. I have definitely had that issue. So let's get a piece of my acetate cut. Put the rest of it up. This roll will last a really long time, and it glues very well with Barely Art glue or reptile glue. Okay, and we are going to line up the acetate over the paper and line up your piece, and I'm gonna cut it and come right back. Okay, I have ran it through my die cutter, acetate over the paper. And it cut all the way through, and then you magically get a second piece for another project. So here is how it looks. Perfectly cut, and all of the embossing is there as well. Now I'm going to finish cutting out my other pieces and come back and put it together. So I found in my stash, I have this older, I believe it's Chowbella. I can find, yes. Is a older Chowbella Pinocchio paper collection, and I'm sure it's retired. I've had it for a very long time, and I just recently rediscovered it, and so I'm going to use this to cut out the base piece for the tag pocket. Okay, I have my pieces cut, I have my glue. I've gone ahead and used Pinocchio for the front. I've got Jiminy Cricket on the back, or this could be the front. My die moved when I ran it through. I should have used washi tape to hold it in place. So I'm going to use Jiminy on the back today. And then go ahead and get your piece that we have cut and get a bone folder or something and go ahead and get all of your score marks folded and creased really well. And that's it, just like that. I'm going to finish up the other two sides and I'll be back. Okay, here is the pocket. I'm going to get my piece and I am going to use, today I'm using Barely Arts glue. Reptile adhesive is my other go-to. It doesn't ship in the freezing months, so I just got a bottle. The last time I purchased the Barely Arts, they had a sale. It was awesome. And we're gonna line it up the best we can. And you're gonna have to hold it down, so you want something a little bit heavy to hold it down. And there we go. Okay, there's the acetate pocket, and now all we have to do is decorate. Okay, I have gone ahead and made it. My family was coming out and it got pretty noisy, so I just went ahead and kept on crafting and didn't do any recording. So here is my pocket. And it's not super duper fancy. This, I've used what I had from the Pinocchio collection. So there was some fussy cuts. I used one of my flower punches and everything's still kind of drying. And I've made a ribbon cluster up here. It's messy, but I like it. And I have a frosted green light bulb clip. I've used Les Adventures de Pinocchio and a crepe paper rosette. I have fussy cut Pinocchio here. Here is Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. And it's mimicking what's going on in the background. Here's the back. I absolutely love Harlequin print. It is my absolute favorite. If there is a collection that has Harlequin in it, I want it. So or a die, embossing folders, love it. Absolutely love it. There's a peek of it there. And then I have fussy cut some ephemera from the collection to add to it. So here we have Pinocchio on the island when all of the little children are being turned into donkeys. Here is Geppetto starting his adventure with creating his boy. Here's a couple of tags with the fairy godmother and Geppetto's blueprints for Pinocchio and the Les Adventures de Pinocchio ephemera piece, the sign. So it all fits in here. It makes a super cute Happy Mail. I love the acetate pocket that you can see everything in the background. So here we go. Here's today's project. And thank you so much, Drenda, for asking for me to do this tutorial. I appreciate you very, very much. And thank you to everyone who's been watching our channels. Leslie and I appreciate you all so much for coming along on this crafty adventure with us as we use our crafty stash. And let's get scrappy and let's have some Craftspiration collaboration with our own supplies. So have a wonderful rest of your happy crafty day, and I will see you next time. This is Denise of AbateSmith. I am Treasures of a Crafty Mind, and this is my new treasure. All right, bye for now.